Hey guys, it's 7Demo7, and if you guys have been following me for a long time, you know that I've gotten into drifting, and this is going to be a video about the 5 reasons that you, yes, RC flyer, pilot of wings and other airplanes, you need to be drifting as well. So let's get into it. Okay guys, so as a flyer of quadcopters or airplanes or wings or whatever you're into, one of the first reasons that you want to get into drifting is that it's extremely technical. Like, I think a lot of us have gone through racing cars and buggies and stuff like that, or getting a truck and just bashing it. A lot of times it's pretty mindless. You get kind of bored with it because you start upgrading things and things just get faster and things start breaking. And drifting is not like that. Drifting is slow, and it's very, very technical how to get around the track. It's very difficult as well. Reason number 2 that you might want to get into drifting is that it doesn't take a lot of space to drift. You can actually drift out in a normal parking lot, or even in your garage when it's really cold out. I know a lot of times you guys in the winter areas, places that get a lot of winter, not like California here, when it gets cold or the sun goes down, it's time to stop RC, and that's because you can't fly at night and that type of stuff. So this is something you can do at home, in your driveway. So it's very accessible, something that you can do when it's dark or when it's too cold outside. Reason number 3 is that drifting is extremely friendly. It's friendly to kids, it's friendly to your friends. You can have your friends come over for a couple beers or whatever, and you can have a great time driving around your garage or at the track. I have a lot of fun at my local track, GGT. It's a little bit like flying an airplane or a quadcopter. We're racing quadcopters close proximity with each other. We want to fly our airplanes in close proximity with each other. Whereas the same thing with cars. You get on the drift track, you really want to get up close to your buddy and you want to kind of put some pressure on him going through a corner. You want to turn some beautiful turns. It's a little bit like surfing, how you're always looking for that perfect drift. So anyway, it's a friendly sport, not a whole lot of aggro personalities. You know, the funny thing is, the more you pull on the trigger, you actually go a lot slower when you pull the trigger faster. Okay guys, let's talk about costs and repair costs and car costs and whatnot. As you guys can see here, I have 5 different bodies. This is my son's car and this is my car, but I actually have 4 or 5 different bodies for the same car. So if you've got a car that you liked in high school, a car that you could never afford when you were growing up, you can get those bodies and paint them whatever color you want and just keep changing your body out while you keep the same car. So in that respect, your car costs are really low, as well as repair costs. In the 6 months that I've been drifting, I've never seen once a car upside down on the drift track. It's never happened, never once. So the costs are very low for repair. I've really rarely broken anything. The things that get torn up the most are pretty much the bodies and maybe the steering components. Now, if you're just getting into drift, if you're just going to be drifting outside your house on pavement and stuff like that, an inexpensive 4-wheel drive will probably do just fine for you. If you want to get into slightly finer drifting and drifting close to your buddies and stuff like that, you want to probably get into like a 2-wheel drive car. Guys, I jumped ahead a little bit, but reason number 5 for getting into drifting is that you can choose whatever body you want. So if you want to go super Japanese style, you can go into like the R35 NSX or 240SX, something like that. Or if you want to go European, you can go into the BMWs. I have a Lexus body that's on loan right now, so this is the Evo body here, so really you can get any car body style that you want, even old school style bodies. I had a Datsun 510 that a lot of you guys have seen on the channel. So anyway, that is the last reason for getting into drifting. So a lot of you guys know that I've been into RC cars since my early teens, and I raced the early gold-tubbed RC10s. I saw when the first Losi came out, the first Losi carbon fiber chassis buggy. It came in a white box with no logos on it. So I've been into this a long time, but I can tell you that drifting for me has been one of the most rewarding RC car type of experiences that I've had. Now I've had bashers and I've had tanks and all kinds of crazy cars through my years, but I tell you, drifting is like I said, it's a little bit like soul surfing, where you just you get that perfect tune and you're able to drift with your buddies, and you can drift long into the night, and it's just a whole lot of fun. So if you guys are considering getting into drifting, you can always follow some of the links down below to my local track. They can always help you, direct you in the right direction. I just did a full setup video on this car right here, which is my S14 Boss, and it is my Yokomo YD2S Plus, which is made by Yokomo. So if you have any questions on that, you can probably have a link up here, and if I haven't put up the link yet, that means I haven't finished the video yet. Anyway guys, thanks for joining me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.